food so I wouldn't have to split the bill. I, 27 male, have been a part of a small friend expensive dishes around $200.
Oh my gosh.
Eaten any food, so we would just be paying for our drinks. So basically,
I took a 3-month break from work, and I did it for my mental health, and I'm back at work and realizing it wasn't my job that was the issue, it's single motherhood. I am at the point of single motherhood where I'm mad as hell. I'm pissed off. And I feel like hate is a weak emotion, but that's the only way to describe how I feel towards my child's father. I hate that man, and I wish nothing but the worst for him, anyone associated with him as well. Him, anyone associated that helps condone his deadbeat behavior. I wish nothing but the worst for you guys. I can't just get up and go. I can't do whatever the fuck I want to do. I can't even sleep in. Something as simple as sleeping in a few hours. I can't do it. I couldn't even do it during my break from work. I was still in go. Mommy mode the whole time. I've been in go since I left that hospital, and I'm tired of this shit. There needs to be resources to help give mom a break or something. There aren't any, so I'm just this close to opting out. I'm this close.
There is a quick solution to her problem. Just give up the kid and the child support you are getting and hand over him to the father and never show up again in their life. So you can do your own things.
How come every time somebody says it's better to wait until you're married before you have kids, people are always like, well, he can still leave you even if you're married. He can still leave you even if... Duh! The same way you can still die in a car accident even if you have your seatbelt on. But it's probably still a good idea to put that seatbelt on when you get in the car, right? Marriage protects you and gives you benefits that being a baby mama does not. Okay? So if you want to be a baby mama, that's your call. You're grown. You can do whatever you want. But stop trying to make women who want to wait until they're married before they have kids sound like they're crazy. Thank you.
She makes a good point. But the thing is, most of them would rather have 4 different baby daddies because they are only after the money they can get due to the child.
We're in our prime now. Getting their prime as they get older. The more money they get, the more they could be in their prime. Women are not like that. When you start looking dried up, you ran through, like, what can you do with yourself?
Be a boss.
I mean, yeah, but I'm saying that's not your prime. Our prime is in our 20s when we're youthful.
That's true.
Why you think old was trying to date young?
Because we dumb.
Not even just that.
It is.
Candy love trophy. It's not even just that. It's different aspects.
But you could be a trophy at 40, 35. I mean,
yeah, but come on.
For young women, because like they just more,
they're gullible, they're impressionable, they like don't have the money.
Because now that I'm older and I view like me 21, 22, I see why people want to fuck with me. I was just
yeah. I mean,
so, even at our age now, it's 50 that was still us because we're in our 20s.
Yeah,
like,
what are you saying?
With you for your looks too. When you're younger, you're more in your prime.
One of them understands what men do and why they do what they do. And still, it's really surprising that she hasn't shared it with her mates, because by the looks of it, the other one isn't getting any man.
Am I the asshole for not ordering any food so I wouldn't have to split the bill? I, 27 male, have been a part of a small friend group, around 8 people, basically since college. For some background, 2 people in the group, Susan and Greg, are just absolute leeches. Going out for lunch, expect them to order the most expensive thing on the menu, then feed you some sob story about their finances, and then dump half the bill on you. Last weekend, Dan, one of the people from the group, told me about a casual dinner. I told him if Susan and Greg were there, then I wouldn't be able to come. He tells me that they would be there, but I should just put my opinions aside and just come once. This is kind of where I might be the asshole. I agreed with him, and I told him that I would be there. I show up and we all get to talking. Everyone began putting their orders in. Most of us spent about $40. There were only about 6 people there. When it gets to Susan and Greg, they both order expensive dishes around $200.
Oh my gosh.
When it was my turn to order, everyone looked at me, but I just picked up the menu and pointed to the $4 Miller Lite and sent the waiter away. Dan asked why I hadn't ordered anything, and all I said was that I lost my appetite. The other 2 friends got up as well to cancel their orders and just have drinks.
Okay.
After the main courses came out, I saw Susan and Greg picking at their food. The waiter then brings over the check, Greg then grabs the waiter and asks him to split the check 6 ways. I stand up and I correct him, saying the check was supposed to actually be split 3 ways. Greg looks at me confused and asks why, since we always split the bill, and I reminded him that 3 of us have not even eaten any food, so we would just be paying for our drinks. So basically, at the end of the night, Dan, who probably only ate around $50 worth of food, was stuck with a $146 check at the end. Yes, I remember the exact number. I swear I saw his jaw drop when he picked up the receipt. I slid a 10 towards the check, said goodbye everyone, and then I walked out.
Yeah.
The next morning, I found my phone full of texts from Greg and Susan telling me I was an asshole for not ordering any food and forcing them to pay more than they had accounted for. I honestly laughed because the stakes alone were more than what they had paid, but to each their own. I also got a lot of messages from Dan saying that I could have just not came instead of pulling that stunt and getting him stuck with an outrageous bill.
You know it's better to stay away from some friends, and especially if they have such tendencies, because it's already hard enough for men to succumb to the financial demands of females in this generations. And if other men also start doing these things, then it isn't looking good for anyone.
Who the hell sends pictures of your kids to your ex about a car?
Because he was there for me when I was in Arizona.
Well, if you'd stop laying on your back for other guys, maybe I wouldn't have to leave.
I don't.
She told me on my birthday that she wanted me to come home. And I asked her, I said, well, if you want me to come home, you're going to be honest with me. And she tells me that same day that she 6 different guys in a 2-month period.
A pot smoking.
Is that true?
Yes. And I was honest with him.
It's true. Okay. Carrie, what's making you emotional?
Pretty much everything.
Are you overwhelmed?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hurt.
Yeah. You're raising the kids.
Every time he's left for Arizona, it's...
But yet every time I've left for Arizona, 2 days later, you have a different in the house.
No, I don't.
I know exactly who it is.
That's a long time ago.
Oh, get the with that.
No, that's been a while.
Go
Okay.
Those messages were from a long time ago.
Yeah. I'm going to go back for him really quickly. Let me see. I'll be right back.
He should be grateful to her because she is being honest with him about her actions. But why is she being honest with him? It's because she is alone and the other guys have probably blocked her after blanking her.
What's the threshold for a man to earn for him to be like, you know what, good?
I don't have a threshold, but I want to be a stay-at-home, like, I don't really want kids, but wife.
You don't want kids, but you want to be a stay-at-home wife?
Yeah.
Oh, red flag. Oh, that's ridiculous. So
no, not really.
You want an allowance, you're asking me?
It's not an allowance, because I'm not a sugar baby, but it's like, look
you want
after
a wage?
Home. Okay, fine.
Then it's charity.
Yeah, charity work, fine.
You want to do charity.
So,
and how much do you feel like you need to sustain your lifestyle?
As long as I can do everything that I need to do with my hair, my nails, my beauty, whatever, buy some stuff, food, of course, to feed my man, but...
And wait, you expected me to... Do you drive?
Yeah.
You expected me to pay for your car as well?
No, I have money for my car.
So like, you'll pay for your car?
I can pay for my car, I can pay for what I need done, but like, that's
so
just the vibe.
What do you want the money for?
I'm going to look after the household. I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm going to look pretty. I'm going to...
Oh, this life is confusing, you know. So my money is basically going to a cleaner.
You called it charity, right?
Yeah.
It's going to a good